Time on target. This is where precision meets perspective. I'm Big Mate, veteran, accountant, and your host. Every week, we will zero in on news, policies, and rumors shaping Central Texas, from national budgets to regional growth, infrastructure, and the issues that hit your wallet and your community. We'll stick to the facts and explore all sides, because good decisions come from open eyes. This is Time on Target. Let's begin. Welcome back to the Time on Target show. So, obviously, this is a podcast that we discuss any and all things that affect Central Texas. I live right outside of Austin, so this is a particular focus of mine. It's my community. It's something that I want to do for my community to make y'all aware of what's happening. And today, I just want to discuss the stupid government shutdown. We are past our 40-day mark, our longest government shutdown in U.S. history. And I don't give a crap if you're a Republican. I don't give a crap if you're a Democrat. Upside down, left, right, it doesn't matter. This is a embarrassment that our government leaders, our elected officials cannot pass a stupid budget. And we're going to discuss how that impacts us in Texas, or Central Texas specifically, today. Yeah, I went to the gym yesterday, had a nice big old just body weight workout, and my shoulder, especially on my right side, it's just got felt like it got beat up. But yeah, so obviously the biggest issue I have with this government shutdown is that our military people are not getting paid technically. Last month, they were able to find a donor that was able to pay the military out, but at the same time, that's not the norm, and we don't know what's going to happen this month. Military are severely underpaid as is. They're doing a lot of work. They volunteered for a job that most people don't even qualify for, and the fact that our Congress, our elected officials, cannot get these people paid is an embarrassment. Those, I mean, I used to be a veteran, so I can't. I'm not trying to put myself on a pedestal, but there is so many sacrifices that our military personnel go through that we will never know as a civilian. Even me as a veteran, there are new threats, there are new challenges that they are facing, and they're doing it without a paycheck. And that's just ridiculous. We also have other federal workers, the accepted federal workers right now that are supporting the warfighter that are not getting paid. You know, they're doing an essential job to make sure that our fighting force has the ability to meet the challenges that our nations face, and they're not getting paid right now. And not just that, there's a whole bunch of other people that don't directly support the warfighter that got laid off, like in other agencies such as the IRS, Department of Treasury, NASA, and other agencies that hire about 200,000 people here in Texas that are not getting paid right now, just because our elected Congress people cannot figure out a budget. Now, I'm not shifting the blame on one party or the other. You know, I'm trying to keep this podcast as nonpartisan as possible. But the fact that these men and women are going to work, they don't know when their next paycheck is. They got bills, they got mortgages, they got taxes, they got all these items, and we expect them to come to work and do their mission essential jobs while they argue on the dots and the I's of these budgets. Here's another thing I didn't know that really affected Texans. So, according to this website, and there again, I don't know how up to date it is. It's a government website. There are almost 3.5 million enrollees in SNAP in Texas alone. And 1.3 million of those are children. So and I haven't been really closely following, but I know that there was some challenges on figuring out if the government can legally pay those out during the government shutdown. I know it's been going back and forth on court, and hopefully we can get those programs. Now, obviously, the idea is to have everybody working as they can, but the fact of the matter is that there are some people that need these government benefits to survive. Not everybody is blessed to have a decent paying job. Uh, and so a lot of people need these items, especially the children, need these items to survive. And if you're a single mom, if you're a child, you need to have food on the table. And these essential programs ensure that will happen. And with this government shutdown, there's so much uncertainty. So I'm just maybe a personal challenge to my listeners is just go out there and volunteer or donate food to these food pantries because you're going to have people that are on SNAP that are going to need this. You're going to have federal workers who are not getting paid need food from the food pantry. And you're also going to have service members who are not getting a paycheck that need to put food on their table for their family. So you can donate to the food shelter to help this out. I mean, like I'm going to say this again, and I'm probably going to say this a few more times. This is ridiculous. Our elected officials need to do better. So the government provides a lot of contracting work for a bunch of businesses, especially small businesses in the Central Texas area. I mean, I'm just thinking off the top of my head, you have Fort Hood up in Killeen. You have all the air bases near San Antonio. You got a bunch of federal facilities like the Department of Treasury here in Austin area, and they all provide or they all need these small businesses to provide contracting services to do the mission that need to do. And a lot of that is paid out on yearly appropriations. And when there's a lapse of appropriations, the U.S. government cannot pay these small businesses. And that's going to affect what they're doing. And it's unfortunate that it came down to this, that this doesn't even hurt the federal workforce, the military personnel. This also hurts the people on SNAP, and it also hurts the businesses, and especially small business, veteran-owned business, minority-owned businesses here in the Central Texas area that provide essential services to these government facilities, and they legally can't get paid out right now. Now there are some positive sides coming out here. There are some businesses that are stepping up, some banks that are stepping up. There's a few banks out there that are providing a interest-free loan for, I believe, like 60 days. A bunch of credit unions locally that are doing that, and just a shout out to businesses that support our essential workers, our military. Anything like that, that's awesome. And I want to see more of that. In fact, if you could, in the comments below, could you provide any business, any person, any organization out there that's providing some type of services to our military, to our essential federal workforce, to SNAP, to people that are relying on SNAP that aren't able to get those benefits at this time, just to ensure that everybody has food on the table. I mean, that's the whole point. I want everybody to have a roof over their head, food on the table, especially during this trying time. And if we can help each other out in our community, that'd be great. So please drop a comment below. Tell me what your thoughts are about this government shutdown. Are you unhappy about it like I am? I hope you are, because this is a major failing by our I can't talk, elected officials. So, their one or their most important job is to pass a yearly budget to keep everything functioning like it should be. So hopefully we'll have some traction in this week and we get some good stuff going out of Congress. But I do appreciate you watching. So let me know your thoughts, and I'll talk to you next week. And that's a wrap on this week's Time on Target. I'm Big Make, and thank you for joining me as we cut through the noise with facts and open eyes. Your voice matters, so please drop your thoughts on today's topics in the comments below. Agree, disagree, add a new angle, doesn't matter, I read every single comment. Follow my socials in the description below. If this has helped you see the target clear, please hit subscribe and share with a friend. Until then, stay sharp, stay informed, and keep the conversation going. This is Time on Target. Out.